Hi, how are you? I hope you're enjoying your summer day. So, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I want to let you know that tonight's topic is lifesavers because, I'm addicted to these lifesaver gummies right now. They come in 5 flavors: cherry, watermelon, green apple, strawberry, and orange. Per serving is 90 calories. I tend to eat the whole friggin' bag. They're lifesavers. How to save a life. So, give me a minute. Sorry. I don't know why I say sorry all the time, but I do. I say sorry. So, anyways, today's topic is lifesavers. I'm Sherry. This is Sip and Think with Sherry. And I have tonight, I had to go in. I got the wine cooler already in the wine tumbler. You can get these at envision-dream.com under the Sip and Think category or collection. Sorry. All right. So, first thing I want to talk about today, other than eating gummies and lifesavers, is I live in Rhode Island. And recently they just let us know about the Portuguese men of war jellyfish like sea creatures. And of course, this has been the second gorgeous summer day of the year. And already we have creatures that are supposed to sting us to death, right? So it says the Portuguese man of war, also known as the man of war, is a marine hydrozone found in the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. It is considered to be the same species as the Pacific, not the specific, the Pacific man o' war or blue bottle, which is found mainly in the Pacific Ocean. Lifespan is 1 year. Strength, rarely deadly to people. How bad is a Portuguese man o' war sting? War's sting is really deadly to people. It packs a painful punch and causes welts on exposed skin. Well, what if you're swimming in like a bunch of them? It's like getting stung multiple times. The man o' war sting is meant to paralyze small fish until they can be eaten. In humans, reactions can be mild to moderate. So imagine if you're someone that is allergic to bee stings. Imagine if you're allergic to bee stings. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it would affect you the same way. So, do you need to swim with an EpiPen? You know, I'm just wondering. Um, and I'm on the internet right now. I'm on Google. That's where we find most of our information. So don't be fooled by the stinging tentacles, though. The Portuguese man o' war has many predators itself. These include the loggerhead turtle, ocean sunfish, young man o' war fish, blanket octopus, blue dragon, sea slug, violet sea snail, and crabs. So, how long does the Portuguese man o' war sting last? The stings cause red welts accompanied by swelling and moderate to severe pain. These local symptoms last for 2 to 3 days, unless you're allergic to them. I mean, people who are allergic to bees end up in the hospital. They can't breathe, they need injections. I mean, this is serious. I don't know why they think it isn't. I'm just reading more. So if you want to learn more about the Portuguese man of war creature, go on Google. That's my life-saving tip for today. I know. I don't know why I'm like addicted to these, but I am. So, listen, bitch. No other bitch can do it like you can. We had this one in one of my recent live videos as well. So, we got to just stick with it, because no other bitch can do it like you can. I mean, that's the truth, You are unique. If everybody could do the same thing, it would be boring, right? Daily positive thought and affirmation for today. Oh, I'm sorry. If you didn't know, I like to do positive affirmations. That's kind of what we do on Sherry's Sip and Think. Also, Sip and Think, you're sipping on something that you enjoy to sip on, and we think about different things, but we like to keep it positive because we know there's a lot of negativity in the world. That's another safe living tip for you. So, for today's daily positive affirmation, because we're on day 3, I am worthy of everything I desire. The dreams I have in my heart exist for a reason. You are worthy. Always remember, you are worthy. OG affirmator is gentleness. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself, and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders, and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. Honestly, if you've seen my other live videos and if you see any cards that I put up here that are duplicates, they're there for a reason. They're there for a reason. Because I'm worthy. We have to keep reminding ourselves that. Because no other bitch can do it like you can. So, OG's gentleness. Speak with gentleness. Listen with gentleness. Align with the gentlest part of yourself and take joy in being receptive. Almost like if a child comes up to you and is asking you questions, you're a little more gentle with that child than you would be an adult. All right, growth mindset affirmation. My classroom is a safe place to ask questions and make mistakes. Yeah, I mean, I sometimes consider this a classroom, but it is a safe place because we're lifesavers. So you can ask questions. Last night we were talking about feedback. So tonight, I guess it's all about feeling safe enough to ask questions and letting people know that it's okay to make mistakes. Right? Just don't jump into the ocean right now. Especially if you're allergic to bees. I'm telling you right now. If you are allergic to bees, Do not jump into the ocean with these Portuguese man o' wars. I'm telling you. I'm trying to save a life here. Hmm. So there's questions on the back of this card. It says, do I ever hesitate asking for help? If so, why? I would say with certain situations. I mean, if we're talking about my day job, I have no problem asking for help. All right, believe me, if I'm stumped on something, I will call someone that I know that can answer the question. And all my coworkers will tell you, I'll keep hounding you like a dog, man. Like I want to get that answer. But when it comes to personal assistance, like as we age, if we need assistance getting dressed or something, I might try to do it myself instead of asking, instead of calling somebody to be like, hey, can you come over and help me get this shirt on? You know, Same thing with bills. If you ever need money, some people are afraid to ask other people. I don't think it's being afraid in my situation because I'm not afraid to ask someone something. It's more or less, no, I can do it, and my problems aren't your problems, so I'm not going to ask you. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do that to someone. Believe me, I went to school, I was in finances. It's all about money management, right? I got that down, but you need money to be able to manage it. So they can tell you till you're blue in the face, this is what you need to do. And you're like, yeah, I know. Well, I can't do that if the account is zero. So, like Biggie said, how do you make a dollar out of 15 cents? You know what I'm saying? That's what the world is like right now. How to save a life. Hmm. When was the last time I asked for help? What was the outcome? Okay. Do we want recent or do we want ever? So I'll never forget the day that when my husband was getting ready to go into his surgery for his laryngectomy, I could see the writing on the wall, because like I said, I already had gotten myself where I am financially, you know, and I knew that I was up against something I had never been up against before. And medical bills, yeah, they can completely clean you dry, you know? And that's just coming right after a pandemic and losing more than 75% of my income. So, anyways, I never asked for the help, but my friends took it upon themselves to create a GoFundMe for my husband to help get us through. They knew we weren't happy about it and they knew we would never ask, but they created it and then they came to us and asked us if they could do it. Now, my whole thing is I like to help people, and I know people like to help and give back, but I also know that going through what we went through medically, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, that, you know, we would be able to pick ourselves back up again. And there was just a lot of talk when it went out. Again, we did not ask for it to go out. It was done by them. And my husband even came back and he said, "You know what, Sherry?" He said, "People want to help and they don't know how to help in this situation. So if that's what they want to do, then, we have to be open to it." And so that was just a little bit about that, but we didn't ask for it. And so when we talk about when was the last time I asked for help, oh God, I ask for help every day at work when I don't know something. But I would say a challenge for people is asking other people for money. Don't get me wrong. There are people out there, they have no problem asking people for money. Absolutely none. In fact, as I've been rebuilding myself, my home, my family, my entity, oh, there's people that came out of the woodwork asking for money because they see, oh, Sherry's growing. Oh, she must be getting some money. Oh, look at her. She looks good. So, you know, use your discernment on that one. You know what I mean? How do I feel after making a mistake? Oh, I feel like shit. I literally do. I feel like shit. I hate making mistakes. But I also know that I'm going to make a mistake every single time. Nothing I do is perfect. Nothing. And if it is, something's wrong with it. That's just that's just the way it is. And people will say, "Well, don't think like that." Yeah. If it's going smoothly, there's a reason it's going smoothly. Yeah, because it's not going to work out. So, do I feel disappointed in myself when I make a mistake? Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes at this point in my life, I've been able to kind of be like, "Oh, well, I laugh it off." You know what I mean? You got to laugh it off because it's inevitable to make a mistake. Do I feel grateful for the lesson learned? Sometimes. Sometimes it'll teach you a lesson that you'll never make that mistake again. You know what I mean? Figure out what lessons you've learned, how you learned them, what mistakes did you make to have to learn the lesson? Was it repeated multiple times? What mistakes have I made lately and what did I learn? Uh, maybe saying yes too soon without thinking about it. Someone asked me a question to go out and do something, and I said, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll go." You know? And then I thought about it later and was like, "Oh, I don't really want to go. Why did I do that to myself? Now I'm stuck doing it. That's my mistake." Yeah. Hmm. Did I learn from it? Probably not because I'm going. It's like a simple mistake, but I obviously didn't learn. So it'll keep happening until I learn. So some of the stuff I go through now, I'm just going to have to keep making mistakes and I'm going to have to keep learning. Part of growing, part of living. Yeah. Because one day, we'll be the wise ones. You know? Mm-hmm. OG Affirmator. Oh, I've seen this one before. Trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Yeah, it will. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. Does this one look familiar? And look at that. It's summertime. Sharks in the water. He's blindfolded. It's almost like, yeah, if I fall in, I fall in, but I trust myself not to fall in. Yeah. He only got one mouse, not three. I wonder if the mouse has weight on this side. And I bet you if that mouse jumps off, it'll throw him off and he won't be balanced. Hmm. I know we're talking about the oceans today. What did I say? The Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Indian Ocean. Sharks are in all of them, right? Is that also walking on a thin line? Walking on a thin line. I mean, it clearly means no other bitch can do what you can do. If you can do this shit, I'm sorry, but you will not find me walking a tightrope with sharks underneath me. I'm sorry. My balance is off. I used to do the balance beam when I was in gymnastics and stuff, but my balance is all off. I just don't know how to get it balanced. Listen, bitch. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? She's throwing some stuff at me, boy. So I have to believe and trust in myself that I can be balanced. Because if I can't be balanced, how are you supposed to be balanced, right? Basically, if you don't believe in yourself, what makes you think that anyone else is going to believe in you? That was my point. Daily positive thought and affirmation for wealth and success. I make wise and profitable decisions every day. Okay, we talked about money management, right? We talked about asking questions and making mistakes. How do you become wise? To make a profitable decision every day, you had to have made mistakes throughout your life and then learn the lessons. Simple. No, I'm sorry. It's a safe place here, believe me. Whew. My drive card. You were born an original. Don't die a copy. This looks like a floppy disk. You were born an original. Don't die a copy. Because no other bitch can do it like you can. Because you are worthy of everything you desire. The dreams you have in your heart exist for a reason. Because you were born to be an original. Ooh, where are we? Where are we? All right. So let's go to Affirmators, love, and relationships. Harmony. I know in my heart that when something is right, it feels easy and breezy, even though that sounds cheesy. With this in mind, I banish all stress, insecurity, and tedious work from my relationships. Then I invite harmonious relationships into my life and let them show up on their own time. Easy breezy things are rarely punctual. So if you trust in yourself, walking that line will feel. I didn't say it will be. I just said it feels easy and breezy. And if you believe in yourself with this in mind, all that stress and insecurity that you feel, believe in yourself, trusting in yourself, knowing you're worthy, being an original because no other bitch can do it like you can. It'll bring that stress level down. You'll feel at more harmony. And once you feel like you have more harmony, you become gentle and wise and a teacher in a classroom. Okay. Okay. Listen, bitch. If you were able to believe in Santa and the Tooth Fairy, you can definitely believe in yourself. How to save a life. All right. Sorry. Eating Lifesavers. All right. I'm going to put this stuff to the side. Put stuff to the side. And I'll bring out the impact cards. Right? I know. Listen. I do it the way I have to do it. That's just the way it is, you know? You either like it or you don't. Okay. All right, let's bring out some impact cards. Maybe I don't know. It keeps getting stuck in here. I still have my growth mindset book. I haven't gotten to it yet because I still feel as though, our foundation isn't really completely set, even though we're starting to set our foundation. So, whoops. My bad. I started shuffling. So the impact deck cards come in 3 colors. They come in green, yellow, and blue. We know green is action. We know blue is affirmation for impact. And we know that yellow is reflection, right? So if you're someone who wants to make an impact on your life and somebody else's life, then, try them out. See if it works. It's completely up to you. How to save a life. Reflection. Who knows the real you? How can you expand the number of people in this group? Maybe I don't want to expand the number of people in this group. Who knows the real you? I don't even think you know the real you. You're constantly growing and changing when you're like a tree or a leaf on a tree. Once it gets to a certain point, it falls off the branch and goes down into the ground, and then it, starts all over again. So someone may know you today, may know the real you, but things can change, things can happen. And so you become another version of the real you, you know? I think that's a problem for a lot of people is they think they know someone when in reality they don't. Because us as humans, we don't even know the real us. We're constantly trying to self-help ourselves. So how can I expand the number of people in this group? Do you mean the number of people in my mind, in my brain? That's what you mean. You know? That's what I mean. Impact deck affirmation. Uh, we've already had this one, but you got to go with it. Whatever room I walk into, I change the atmosphere in a positive way. I'm trying to change a life. No, I'm trying to save a life. But it says here, I change the atmosphere in a positive way. So just know, again, if they come out again, you just have to stay on that track until we get a new card. It is the way that it is. Sometimes in life, you're going to repeat things. That's why they're called mistakes and lessons, right? Where is it? Where is it? My classroom is a safe place to ask questions and make mistakes. That's going to happen, you know? And my impact deck actions. Choose a new skill you'd like to master and investigate your options for learning it. I don't know. Is there a new skill you'd like to learn? It's okay. We're in a safe place. It's okay to ask that question. Would you like to master it and, investigate your options? It's part of growing, you know? Because we know that you were born an original and not a copy. So you may need to choose a new skill and learn it. Can't hurt, right? It can only make you wiser, you know? All right. Do we end it here or do we do another card? Sherry, what do you want to do? How do you want to save a life? Maybe I'll do pop affirmation. Wish. Open your mind as well as your heart to the magical warmth of wishes and dreams. Unknown. I am worthy of everything I desire. The dreams I have in my heart exist for a reason. So open your mind as well as your heart to the magical warmth of wishes and dreams. Enjoy. Let me say, how do I end this? I need to learn something. I need to learn how to do all this stuff. Well, if you like sipping and chatting with Sherry and you like, thinking and trying to brainstorm and figuring out ways to turn negativity into positivity, hit the like button, subscribe, tell everybody about Sherry. And, I guess I got to grow. So Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Join me again next time.